It's been exactly 1 year today since Cat posted the first video of vampires. So, from one bloodsucker to another, today we're talking about El Chupacabra. I'm Travis, and welcome to Supernatural Beings. Before we begin the video, I will just apologise that the one day I wanted to record this, I have a cold. So, I'm not as great as I thought I was going to be speaking. We'll just have to live with that. So, I think we should start from the beginning with this creature, which isn't actually as long ago as you might think. So if we start with the first incidents, which were in Moca, Moca, M-O-C-A, Puerto Rico, 1975. Actually, it originally wasn't called Chupacabra. It was first actually labelled El Vampirio de Moca, which is the vampire of Mocha. So, just to translate it loosely, yeah, it's the vampire of Mocha. God, I hope I'm saying this right. This is going to be an interesting video. The first run of livestock killings were initially believed to be some kind of satanic cult ritual, but a bunch more killings were reported by farms afterwards, and all of the animals had reportedly been completely drained of blood through small circular incisions. Moving forward to March 1995 now, 8 sheep were found dead, again in Puerto Rico. The 8 sheep reportedly had 3 puncture wounds and were also completely drained of blood, just like the previous attacks. In August of the same year, a woman by the name of Madeline Tolentino spotted the creature in a Puerto Rican town called Canavanas, and there had apparently been 150 farm animals and pets killed there as well. When these attacks were reported to the media, a Puerto Rican comedian and entrepreneur called Silverio Perez started calling them chupacabras. And the Spanish to English translation of Chupacabra is sucks goats. Yeah, it doesn't sound as scary, does it? I prefer the non-translated version. It sounds more spooky and eerie. But now they had a name, and not long after that, more livestock killings were reported. Lots more. And not just from Puerto Rico. Nope. In fact, there were reports coming from Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Peru, and even the United States. That's just to name a few. So now we had a lot of reports and sightings. So let's move on to the description of these creatures, of which there's a few. One of these descriptions is of a 3 to 4 foot reptile-like creature with greenish or greyish skin and sharp spines running down its back. It also stands and moves like a kangaroo would. Now that description mostly comes from Puerto Rico, Argentina, and Chile. But skeptics all thought these sightings could have been influenced by the movie Species. So here's a look at the creature from the film Species. I mean, they look similar, and the movie Species was actually released in 1995, the same time as the attacks. But no evidence for these sightings was actually ever given. Let's move on to the next description, shall we? So the other version or description of the chupacabras is of a dog-like creature with large fangs and claws and nearly or completely hairless with raised spine ridges. This is probably the most cited version, and actually evidence was given. By that I mean there is video recordings out there of creatures that look like this, and also basically some farmers killed what they suspected were chupacabras. The bodies were then analysed, and the results were that of coyotes, dogs, or canine hybrids. And I know you're probably sitting there thinking, well, hang on a minute, coyotes don't look like anything you've just described. That is true, they do not. But These were not completely healthy coyotes. No, these were infested with the mite Sarcoptes scabi. God, I really hope I'm pronouncing these properly. But yes, it's the scabies mite. So these animals were suffering from mange. Now, have you ever seen a coyote with mange? Well, if you haven't, you're about to. These are more like the description. And the circular punch holes also match up with the canine teeth. It's how they kill their prey. And it's believed they went after the livestock as the debilitating effects caused by the infection made hunting wild prey nearly impossible. So there you have it. El Chupacabra. Chupacabra. Nothing more than a mangy dog. Also, it was never proven that the animals, all the livestock killings, it wasn't proved that they were drained of blood. So, that's the origins of Chupacabras. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll join Kat in the next video, where she'll go through the origins and history of another supernatural being. Goodbye.